Hello everyone, my name is Okechukwu Nzelu. I'm the author of Here Again Now, and I'm really delighted to be on the Jhalak Prize long list. It's such a huge honour, so I want to thank you so much for long-listing me. I'm going to read a short extract from Here Again Now, which is my second novel. This is taken from chapter 3. I'm going to read an extract relating to Chibike, who is a man in his early 60s who is struggling with lots of things. He's an alcoholic, he's a bad father, been a bad husband, he has lots of regrets in life, but he also has some really positive things in his life that I want to get across, because I think all of my characters are a mixture of light and darkness, as I think all human beings are. Chibike is he's an immigrant in the UK. He lives in London, having lived in Manchester, and there are some things that he struggles with, and there are some things that he really loves that make him happy. Dark, difficult city. He loved it. He loved being on the tube as it climbed. He loved to let it climb onwards. The onward push had become close to him, dear to him now. On such nights, his undergraduate studies and his engineering work came back to him. It had been years since he'd been able to hold down a job in engineering. He would probably never experience such responsibility again, but Chibike longed for it. He could hold a longing in him all his life, and every now and again it broke the surface and breathed. Sometimes, when he went over Battersea Railway Bridge on the train, he would visualise its structure in his mind, and he would be a man that wasn't lost. The bridge, he knew, worked by compression, held together by the weight of itself and of each passing train that pushed down iron onto iron, brick onto brick. As the train passed, the arches spread this pressure along themselves and then out to the ends of the bridge. How marvellous that each component, each molecule worked this way, sharing the burden of pressure, of travel, of change. It was the opposite of a chain, easily pulled apart, constantly pushed together, and, being pushed together, stronger for it. He liked to think of this on each journey, and think of each journey making the next one possible. England. He'd never thought he'd come to love England as much as he did. He loved its idiosyncrasies, the accents, the music. He could wail Queen. He might dance to the Smiths when he thought nobody would see him, his body ducking and bouncing, never quite on the beat with the jangle pop guitar. He didn't mind. When he was not alone, he put on Fela records and complained about new music. And he loved the things about London that were harder to love because they were easier to miss. The silences, the shortcomings. He loved a lot of those too. He didn't need the city to be perfect. He'd been a long time getting here. He'd moved to Manchester first and raised his family there. His friends had told him to move to London sooner. More opportunities awaited down south, and he could always move back out to a smaller city. People did that. You didn't have to like London, they said. You only had to be there. But London was a gaping maw to him then. He was only just 18 when he came to England, and the capital was too eager to swallow him up. His sister Amaka had studied for her medical degree there and hated the place. It only made her miss Lagos more. She used to phone him from the university halls and tell him about her life. She said it was a big ghost town, bursting with ghosts. Full, but empty. He'd shivered when he heard that. But now, London had his heart. It should have seemed ugly to him, like a lover who has been unfaithful. It should have become something worse, but it never did. There was something pure and faithful and untouchable at the heart of the place. It never left. These days, he didn't recognise the city his sister had described. Maybe it was all in his mind. The stars were all him, after all. They were not in the sky to see. London had a way of hiding good things, and he enjoyed tunnelling the sky with his eyes, looking for light. Most nights, he never found it. He had to think of the stars instead, keeping them alive by remembrance. Thank you very much.